Okay, so here's the scoop. We're gonna go see Gary Vaynerchuk. You gotta enjoy this view. Got the Statue of Liberty, ships. Yeah, we're gonna go visit with Gary Vaynerchuk. My buddy Brandon scored an opportunity to go and meet with him for a few minutes and talk through some stuff. I might get to have a question answered, which would be pretty neat, to say the least. So that's why we're in New York City. An opportunity to be with Gary and ask something specific and see if we can get some clear answers on some things that kick around in my head. So I'm not quite sure exactly what I'm gonna ask, but we'll just kind of play it by ear and go from there. So enjoy the ride. Do a little talk with him. Should be interesting because he always has some great things to say. So looking forward to it. Take a deep breath because you never know. Yep, we made it, Brandon.
Yes, we did.
You ready?
Always ready.
He's always ready. Me, on the other hand,
Ask Abby if she's ready.
Abby, you ready?
I'm ready.
Kansas City a lot in your
you know, it's funny you picked up on that. I'm a fan of Kansas City. It's just like I like the city a lot. Plus, I like the Chiefs in a weird way.
I was going to say, that doesn't sound anything like...
Well, no, I mean, I hate the Chiefs. Like,
okay.
Because I hate everybody but the Jets. But I have empathy for Chief fans because they're basically the same as the Jets. Like, they won Super Bowl IV, which is the year after us, and they haven't been back since,
Right.
like us.
You looking forward to buying them? That way you can win?
So much, my friend. So much, mainly because I think if I can pull it off, boy, will it become something that a lot of people long after I'm dead can use as a framework.
Yeah.
Because it's not just that I pull it off, it's that I'm going to be one of the first people ever to fully document the 30 years of patience and hard work it took. I missed a period of my, journey, but I'm going to buy them in 25 years. That's a lot of content.
Right.
For somebody to go through and learn.
It's gonna educate people. You hear about things like she was a little girl and now she did this company, but you're missing the 41 years that she broke her back.
Right.
I'm documenting it. I want to because I know.
I have one question because I know you don't have a lot of time. Here I am, 49. I've helped a lot of people do a lot of things for free.
Yes.
For years.
Yes.
I've helped build businesses. I've helped do websites for like Brandon and our travel club and everything. And my wife, because she didn't know who you were, and she goes, "So what are you going to ask him?" I said, "I don't know." And she's like, "Why don't you ask him how long? How long do you have to do it for free?" Sorry, a little emotional.
Listen, I'll be honest with you.
Because
I'm emotional about it as well, because it is 100% my biggest vulnerability too. It might be at different scales. People may look at all this, but I've left so much on the table.
Right.
I own nothing of one library. AJ owned 50% of this when I had all the leverage. I've left so much, and my great fear is resentment.
Right. And that's what I keep telling her is that, here's the thing, I don't want to look back. It's give, and then at some point down the road, success meets opportunity, right? It's one of those things where I've planned, even for this moment, I have shot hundreds of vlogs, hundreds of time, built all these things, and it's you don't know when that one time, that one video,
Because I don't think it's one time, to be frank.
Right. You think
my intuition is it's getting into the pattern of asking for what you're looking for,
right,
but being okay with not getting it.
Right.
Patience.
And making the video content and nobody watches.
And when you give,
right,
giving means you have no expectation on the other
right.
side. Manipulating is when you give with the thought you're going to get.
Right.
And what people that love, people that give,
right, Did they
don't
want
understand
Right.
is it's our natural DNA, the end.
But
When
as
you- when
as
you-
a wife, she's going, I just want to see you win. I want to see
But
you win
winning comes in a
you're
lot of shapes and
So you've
forms.
already won.
I'll be very frank with you.
Yeah.
If I do not buy the New York Jets, I would have won
Right.
because winning for me is the chase of the New York Jets.
right.
I've already
You
won.
always say the journey.
100%. Like, people don't want to hear it. I'll get booed when I'm 90 for not doing it.
But do you care?
Of course not, because that's winning for me. And winning, you know, spouses especially is a real tricky one. It's of all the ones, it's the trickiest one because they love you the most and they're most tied into you.
Right.
So I have a lot of empathy for the men and women who have a spouse who's on the give train.
Right.
You know, you have to define winning. If you've been giving this whole time with the hope that some shoe drops, I have a ton of empathy for that. But you have to frame that in your head.
I think I give because I want to help people. I'm a lot like
well,
you.
then you've won.
Yeah.
There you go.
But you have to ask yourself, and it's okay if you've been hoping that it leads. That's unbelievably okay. Just as okay as somebody who always takes. Everything's okay.
Right.
You first have to ask yourself, which one is it? For me, I will never let anybody have leverage on me.
Right.
That is my happiness.
Well, it's like creating YouTube content, and then I create content to help and give, and don't make content to cave to what others' expectations are.
I get it.
So,
Oh, there he is.
I get it.
yeah.
I
What's up? I'm
I
trying to
think
do it, bro.
deciding
How are you?
what winning
Good
is.
to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
Yeah.
If your hope is that all this giving leads to business opportunities, that's great. I believe. I wrote a book called Jab to Jab Right Hook.
Yeah, I know.
I believe that that's how it does work, but only in the macro. I will never give to her with the expectation that she delivers for me of something I need.
Right.
I'll be comfortable to ask. I won't be disappointed if, like, I've told some stories, unbelievable. I've given, asked for something, a tenth of it, person didn't deliver.
No
It's
problem.
You know, look, there's that initial, like, you know, like, fuck. And then, like, and then just like, I don't have a capability of dwelling.
Right.
So I think the question becomes for you, what is winning?
Right.
For me, no question, I'm about statues and how many people show up to my funeral. It's very clear to me.
Right.
I'll be there.
And so to me, that matters. Like, I want to stun my grandkids of how many people decide to show up.
Yeah.
Like, that will, the greatest day of my life will be the first day I don't see it.
Right.
You know? I know that. And so as you can imagine, just giving is that leverage. But if you're looking for some short-term financial reward, that's super acceptable. What you need to make the change of then is being clear about that.
Right.
Because the cliche thing I see in other givers
Right.
is
I
they
don't-
love the altruism that they give, but they have a burning resentment and anger or fear inside that they're not getting.
It's not that. It's I kind of feel guilty to ask for the monetary value. Does this make sense? It's like
Of course.
I want to
I'll
give,
tell
I
you
want
why.
to give, I
'Cause
want to
you-
give.
Because you didn't ask for it up front or set the framework for the potential of it up front,
Right.
which makes sense, right?
Right.
You see where I'm going?
Yeah.
That makes sense, because if you didn't do it, now you know you're sandbagging the person, that makes you feel bad.
Right.
As it should.
Right.
I love that about you, on a quick read. What you want to think about is that macro work leading to opportunity because somebody's word of mouth? Or do you set it up in the beginning and be like, hey brother, I'll give you one video, but then I want you to buy one video, and that's great. And would you like that or no? And that's up to you.
And I have never done that. I've just constantly given.
Yep. And by the way, you've got it without even knowing for that giving
Right.
in many different ways. The question becomes, A, what's the difference between you winning from your eyes versus your wife's eyes?
Right.
But it starts with you because your wife is taking pillow talk and random conversation in her own. I know I gotta go.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's super important. And here's the best part about 49. You're at fucking halftime.
Yeah.
And it's
That's
really
what you
hard
want.
to know that because when you're 22, 49 feels finished.
Right.
But when you're 40, think about how young we all feel.
No, and I feel great.
I wish he knew that we feel the same as him.
I wish I
How
had
old
the
are you?
information that you
Jason, how
have.
are you?
23, 4.
All right, a couple days ago. What 24 doesn't know is when you're double the age, you feel exactly the same inside.
Absolutely.
Exactly the same. You
Right.
guys feel exactly the fucking same.
Yep.
I still have the same insecurities. I still have the
That's
same
right.
questions.
It's the same fucking everything.
Right. And here I am. People ask me, well, what do you do? And I was like, I make videos, and I'm a YouTuber at 49 years old. And it's
Love it.
scary as hell sometimes.
Yeah.
Because
But it's
nobody.
fun.
Yeah.
Just gotta ask
Okay.
up front.
I do appreciate that.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, hey, I want to sell sneakers. I'm like,
Yeah.
if you buy, and you see how I do it. And if
Absolutely.
you buy sneakers, then I'd like you to buy them.
Right.
But you don't have to, and you're more than welcome to continue to consume my content for free in perpetuity.
Right.
And as a matter of fact, I'm so hungry to sell them, I'm going to give you a chance to get what you really want, which is access.
Hey,
Brother,
I'll see
real
you again, I
question.
promise you.
I'm positive.
Seriously, I
I'm
promise you I'll
positive.
see you again.
I have a feeling Mr. Mahomes and Mr. Darnold are going to play some meaningful football games.
And there you have it. That was very wise words, and I do appreciate him giving us the time. Thank you, Brandon.
Yes.
Giving us the
Most
time.
amazing.
It was amazing to actually have the opportunity to sit here and pick his brain for a minute or two. Hope you enjoyed that content. And if you're an older vlogger like myself, words of encouragement are amazing.